Welcome back, crew. It's July, and we're diving into the thrilling sci-fi Stars Without Number tabletop RPG system by Kevin Crawford. And today we're going to do something unique for the system and something I think deserves a really major shout out. For those who don't know, and actually shout out to a couple people in our my comment section too for making me take another look. But Stars Without Number offers its rules for free, or core rules for free. And I knew that they did that from the start, but I didn't look through how extensive and how available these core rules are. And it's actually pretty sick. So today we're going to go through and show you what the paid version gets you, as well as what the core rules get you. So you can go through and kind of determine what works best for you and get your table playing the Stars Without Number system. So major shout out for that. Before we dive into it, though, do want to shout out our actual play, The Stars Without Number, coming up this Thursday, upcoming Thursday, July 27th, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. We're going to be going through, putting the system through its paces. I've got a fun crew on this side, and we're going to see how the system plays, as well as give away a free PDF copy of the complete edition. So this will include both the free stuff as well as the paid stuff to one lucky viewer. Cool thing though is even if you don't win and you still want to run this system for your crew, the free rules are really extensive. I thought a lot of the stuff that was included in the paid version wouldn't be in the free version, so you're definitely not missing out on too much. Definitely show some love to the publisher too if you can afford it. Right, so before we dive into it, one of the cool things I want to shout out for this as well, especially because the way they did it for Stars Without Number, and the way like Paizo's done it for Pathfinder and Starfinder, is it really allows like the Foundry scene and like other people that make use of those rules to be able to get it and get it on the virtual tabletops and other resources so easy, so you can just go in and drag and drop the things you need, and all the rules are right there. They're not behind a paywall, but it's so huge for getting people into playing different games. So I think that's just a really big thing, and like deserves its own bit of recognition on that side because it's because I've been playing a lot of Pathfinder lately, and was setting up my Stars Without Number game. And it's just so nice to be able to go in, pull up what you need, drag and drop over your species for Pathfinder or your weapons for Stars Without Number, whatever you're using, just be able to pull it right in without having to go through the work of typing it yourself. It doesn't save a ton of time, but it saves enough time to really just make life easier. So big shout out there. Well, we're going to get into the free version versus the paid version. So I saw they have both versions on Drive Through RPG. I'm going to throw a link down in the description. Go check these out. And we're going to kind of go through and show what you've got available for each. So this is right on Drive Through RPG. You can go through and order all the stuff. We're not going to touch all that piece. But this is just a really cool look at what you can get. Because a couple of these things I thought would not be available with the free version. Faction rules being one of them, and the faction rules are pretty cool. I'm hoping we have time to get into those with a video, but I almost used them for my occupation game. Go check us out next Tuesday. But yeah, there's so much cool stuff you can do with those. And the nice thing with these occupation rules and some of the other rules that are tied to this system is you can really easy drag and drop them into another game, whether it be another OSR game or even 5e, Pathfinder, whatever you're using them for. They're pretty flexible in being able to kind of be a system in themselves that can be moved pretty easily. So the faction rules come with the free version. You get all of the weapons, all of the psionic creation rules, character creation rules. You even get like I didn't think this would be in there too. You get the tools for creating bestiaries, for creating aliens, as well as their bestiary with some of the hostile human foes and some of the AI foes they've got in there. And even, I think I got some alien ones. I got to take a harder look at that piece. I thought that would be for sure in the paid version. But they're very generous, we'll say. But other cool things you get the starship rules and how to build and utilize starships in your game. You get pretty much like 80, like I was looking through this, like 80% I think you'd get just using the free version. And then with the paid version though, you do get some extras on top of it. You get rules for mechs. I haven't dived into this yet, but I'm pretty interested. I love mech fighting. So it'll be kind of cool to see how they do this as well. Rules for transhuman tech, it's like body swapping, digital identities, true AI rules. And this is probably the one I think is going to be, at least for me, would be the real big draw. They give you cruel tools for society creation, which I was kind of looking through, and I'm hoping to do a video on that one as well. Life's getting to be this month, but hopefully we'll get that one in there too. But going through how to customize a world or a system, and just kind of bring it to life without having to spend a ton of time prepping. There's some great roll tables, some good disinformation in there that I truly think on this piece. There's a lot of cool stuff on this, but I think this alone makes it worth the cost. So definitely go check that out too. But yeah, so those are kind of what you get with the paid version. Everything else up here, from the backwards compatibility with the other Stars Without Number supplements and adventures that are out, all the way down to faction rules, come with the free version. And one of the nice things, and this guy even sets them out from Paizo a little bit, because Paizo, they make the rules free, but you have to go to a website like Demiplane or the Archives of Nethys. With this one, you can go right to the Drive Through RPG, click on the free edition link, it'll give you a download to a free edition PDF with all the rules in there. So everything that was right up there in the PDF, so you can go through and read it easy. Because I've used Archives of Nethys quite a bit and Demiplane too, and it's nice to be able to kind of look up rules quickly. For me to like get the rules, I've got to like the PDF or hopefully a hardcover are usually my best way to go through and read and learn the rules. And I think it's really cool that Kevin Crawford and his company put those out for free for everybody. So, and once again, major shout out. I'm gonna have the link to this in the description, so definitely check it out if you get a chance, because I think this is just something that's really cool and a great way to get more people playing the system. And also, I haven't checked it for myself, but I've confirmed that Worlds Without Number has kind of a similar deal where you could go through and get the free version, which includes certain pieces, as well as the paid version too. And I'm probably going to do like a full game of the month for Worlds Without Number, but we're definitely going to run a one shot with that sometimes, see how the fantasy elements play out. Yeah, that was just kind of a quick look through of what comes with the free version versus the paid version. I think this is just something that should be shouted out. I hope more companies do their version of kind of putting out the rules for free, whether it be like Paizo, where they allow websites to kind of utilize them and make it easy for people to look them up, or if they got to go that extra steps like Kevin Crawford did to be able to make a PDF that people can download and kind of read at their leisure. Yeah, make sure to come through for next Thursday, the 27th. We get into our live actual play of the system. Definitely, if you are interested in supporting the channel, we do have a Patreon as well. I would truly appreciate any support you all can provide. And also, you get opportunities to play in a quarterly Patreon game, vote on our games of the month, as well as one of our players for this one will be a Patreon too. So even if it's not the quarterly Patreon game, if you we have a spot open, we always put those to the Patreon first. So definitely support us there if you're able to. But if not, like, subscribe. We always do a different game of the month and kind of go through and make sure that it's accessible. Next thing too, this weekend I'll be dropping an overview of the mechanics and combat rules for Stars Without Number. Keep an eye out for that Sunday. But till next time, folks.